Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect across Europe into the weekend, and the weather situation is quietening down a little. It's been quite showery just recently with some pretty intense thunderstorms, but the thundery activity on the satellite picture is being picked up out of Sardinia, moving towards Sicily and towards southern Italy on Saturday. Elsewhere, the showers pushing through Germany, up into Poland and into southern Scandinavia. Now, across the Mediterranean, there's a good deal of fine, dry, settled weather, as you can see through Turkey, the Greek Isles, mainland Greece as well. Not looking too bad across northern Italy, the French Riviera and into Spain and Portugal. Not as hot as it was earlier on in the week through Spain and Portugal. Temperatures reverting back into the high 20s. A little bit fresher as well into France and the UK, but generally speaking, it will stay relatively quiet for the weekend. Now let's take a look at what to expect as we move on into Sunday, and you can see those showers easing further east, and that will bring a quieter spell of weather really through Poland over to the Czech Republic as well. So that dry story is continuing through London and Paris, with some rain here arriving through the middle part of the week. A few scattered showers into Rome towards the end of next week as well. But for Eastern Europe, there's a good deal of dry, settled weather to look out for, and temperatures are likely to peak into 30 across Athens. Hello there. As we head towards the weekend, Hurricane Larry looks likely to be making an impact across the Newfoundland coastline, bringing some very heavy rain, damaging gusts of winds and huge storm surge here. Behind it, there's an area of low pressure that will be moving its way through the Great Lakes, with high pressure down to the south of that. And there's the potential for some tropical activity developing through the Gulf of Mexico, which may well develop into a storm system here. At the same time, out to the west, it's largely fine and quiet, but we've still got temperatures slightly above the average for the time of year. So yes, we've got some outbreaks of showery rain through British Columbia, down towards Vancouver, into Oregon, California, fine and sunny. Once again, those temperatures in excess of 100 Fahrenheit across parts of Nevada. Now, this is the story then as we go through the weekend. As you can see, those city forecasts with the temperatures fairly extreme into Las Vegas and Los Angeles, seeing temperatures into the 30s as well. Across the eastern seaboard, largely fine and quiet with some warmth building. Yes, we'll see some rain easing away from the Great Lakes, but the wind direction coming from the southwest is driving up some warmer air along that east coast. Temperatures into the 80s, a few scattered showers of Florida, and there's that unsettled weather through the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the city forecast then as we head through the weekend. Hello there. A quiet weather setup in South America as we head towards the weekend. Let's take a look at what's happening at the moment. You can see the weather front down through the southern tip of Chile. We've got strong winds here as well, with some rain arriving and snow to the mountains. An area of low pressure continues to track its way east offshore, leaving a legacy of cloud, but temperatures are starting to climb a little. A few scattered showers into Rio de Janeiro. More widespread showers, as you'd expect, through the Amazon basin, particularly across parts of Colombia, where there'll be some heavier bursts from time to time. Also, 1 or 2 showers into western parts of Brazil. Few isolated showers into Rio de Janeiro. They will ease away, and the temperatures and sunshine are set to return. And there's that wet and windy weather I was pointing out to you down through southern Chile. Let's take a look at the city forecast then. As the showers ease, the sunshine returns for Rio. We'll see those temperatures picking up a little as well into Buenos Aires as that low pressure drifts away. Now, across to Mexico and into Central America, there's a lot of heavy rain around at the moment, as you'd expect. Some of it merging together, longer spells of rain as well. Scattering of showers through the Caribbean too, and it's expected to stay like that over the next couple of days. In fact, if we take a look at the city forecast, perhaps the heaviest of the rain looks likely to be across San Jose. Still those temperatures, though, into the mid-20s. Take care. Hello there. Let's take a look at the forecast then for Africa before moving on to the Middle East and into the weekend. If we're starting off in a satellite picture, you can see where the shower activity is, with the heaviest of the rain through West Africa at the moment. It looks likely to continue like that as well for Saturday, down through Senegal, Guinea, Sierra Leone in particular, and generally through the Gulf of Guinea we'll see some intense showers as well. To the south of that is a weak weather front just brushing to the south of Cape Town, and that has brought a cooler feel to things and one or two isolated showers as well. So the city forecast looks somewhat like this over the next few days. There's that weather front on Sunday bringing some rain. Temperatures will slowly recover into next week. We keep some blue sky and sunshine though for Johannesburg. Plenty of dry weather elsewhere, particularly in North Africa, but not the extreme heat that we've seen just recently. Now, we had strong winds through the Red Sea, and that's continuing for Saturday. Local shamal pushing down through Iraq, Kuwait, down through the eastern half of Saudi Arabia into the Gulf as well. That could bring some poor visibility, some lifted dust through the weekend as well. Now, there's a lot of dry weather around. There's a lot of blue sky and sunshine. What a surprise. And those temperatures are still expected to reach into the 40s. That's it. Whatever you're doing, have a pleasant weekend. Hello there. Still plenty of rain to talk about across South Asia. Let's first of all start off with a satellite picture. You can see where the extensive cloud is through the Bay of Bengal at the moment, but there are also going to be some intense showers once again across Uttar Pradesh and down into Gujarat as well. Not quite as heavy or as widespread across the west coast as it has been about a week ago, but the brighter colours denoting the intense rainfall that could lead to some localised flash flooding as it pushes into northeastern states as well. Come back to that in just a moment. Let's take a look at what's happening in Central Asia. And it's been pretty hot just recently across Central Asia, but we're starting to see signs of some cooler weather arrive. There's a frontal system into Kazakhstan that's bringing a real impact to the temperature, but cooler air from the Caspian Sea is now pushing its way a little bit further east in towards Turkmenistan and Afghanistan as well. Here's that heavier rain then across that west coast of India. Elsewhere, we'll see some heavy rain pushing up through the Bay of Bengal, Bangladesh, over towards Myanmar and also across Orissa as well. So this is the city forecast for the next 5 days. No surprise to see there will be plenty of showers into Mumbai. Islamabad will stay dry and still pleasantly warm, temperatures into the mid-30s here. But once that front's gone through, the temperatures will start to improve into Kazakhstan next week. Hello there. The weather in Asia dominated by the two storms in the Pacific at the moment. One, as you can see quite clearly, is Konson. That is going to just brush with the east coast of Vietnam over the next 12 hours and then make significant landfall during the latter stages of the weekend. The other one here, well, that's Chantu. This is a more significant storm, a violent typhoon that is likely to brush to the east coast of Taiwan before then moving on to mainland China. It may well weaken as it moves towards Taiwan, but it's still going to bring some very damaging gusts of wind, huge storm surge and a lot of rain. And this storm will certainly produce some localised flooding as it is very slow moving indeed. So this is the story then over the next 5 days. You can see Shanghai is going to stay pretty unsettled with a lot of heavy rainfall expected as we go through the week ahead. Over to Australia now. It's a largely quieter picture across much of Australia. Got some showery outbreaks of rain pushing into parts of Victoria. A much cooler feel here, and that means that temperatures in Sydney will start to ease off as well as that system goes through quite a drop in temperature. More wet weather to come for the South Island of New Zealand as well. It's going to stay pretty unsettled, I'm afraid. And in fact, if we take a look at the city forecast, you can see that temperature change in Sydney going down to the mid-teens before recovering on Friday.